In this video, I am going to explain you how you can apply selection sort technique to arrange the element in the 1D array in ascending order. So to apply the selection sort, the technique is that whatever is the array element, in the first step we are going to pick the smallest element, which is this, and then we are going to swap this smallest element with the value at the first index of the unsorted array. So after performing this thing, our array, it will become this, that is 1 and 3, they are going to interchange their value. And after performing this, you can see that we are going to divide our array into two sub arrays. This is sorted array, this is unsorted array. Now in the unsorted array, we will again perform the same steps. Means first we are going to pick the smallest element, over here it is 2, and then we are going to swap this value with the first index of the unsorted array. Over here in this case it is the same, so we do not need to swap. So after performing this, we are going to get this as the array element, and this part, it is unsorted, and this is sorted subarray. Now again in the unsorted subarray, we are going to pick the smallest element, which is 3, and we are going to swap it with the first value in the unsorted array. So it becomes this 1, 2, 3, 6, this is 7, 6, 8. So this is sorted, this is unsorted. Now again in the unsorted array, we are going to pick the smallest element, and we are going to replace it with the first element in the unsorted array. So it will become 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So this is sorted, this is unsorted, and again we are going to pick the smallest element, which is 7, and we are going to swap it with the first element, which is itself. So it becomes 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and this is unsorted. And since at the end we are left with only the single element, so we do not need to compare, we do not have anything to compare, so this will remain over here. So our sorted array, it will be this. So you can see that by simply applying these two steps, first to determine the smallest element, and then to swap the smallest element with the first element present in the unsorted array. By applying these two steps again and again, at the end we are able to get a sorted array in ascending order. Now the same thing can be applied, it can be seen with the help of this particular algorithm. In this algorithm, you can see that we start with a loop. Over here this n, it is the number of elements that are present in the array. So suppose if n is 6, so this loop is going to iterate from 0 to 5. Now with the help of the I loop, we are going to pick the smallest element in the array. We are going to pick the element at the first index. So we are going to pick the smallest element, and we are going to assign the smallest element in variable small, and we are going to put the position of the smallest element in I. After that, we are going to start with J loop, and with the help of a J loop, we are going to compare this small element with the remaining elements in the unsorted array, so that we will be able to find the smallest element in the unsorted array. And if we found wherever we found the smallest element, we put the small element in the variable small, and the location of that small element in POS. After that, once I am able to compare this, once I am able to get the small element, then I am going to put the value of the small element at position I. Means I will simply swap the value of the smallest element with the element at the first position in the unsorted array. So that I am doing over here, right? So for this same algorithm, you can write a C code in this way. Means over here you can see that At the start I declare the array, I declare the variables that are involved. Over here, since we have 5 elements, so I put 5 over here. Then I start a I loop corresponding to this I. Then corresponding to this I put this POS is this. Then J loop, I start with a J loop, and inside the J loop I put all these statements, right? And then once I get the smallest element, so I put these 2 instructions to swap the value, and then this is the end of the algorithm. Over here I displayed the array element to check whether I get the sorted array or not. So if you implement this particular program in C language, in C platform, then you will be able to get a sorted array. To check this particular algorithm in detail, it can be done with the help of the table. So suppose if we declare this array and we have this variable, so what I can do, I can create a table. So the first is n equals to 5, so I can put the value of n as 5. Then I have variable I small, and then POS, and then I have a variable j. Right now I start with this loop from I equals to 0 to I less than 4. So the value of I, first value of I is 0. Then I come inside over here the small is equals to array I. So my array it is this 6, 2, 1, 7 and 5, right? The location is this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So small is equals to array I is 0, so it means that small is equals to 6, so I pick this element. POS is equals to I, so I is 0, so POS will be 0. And then I start with a loop, and the loop will start from I equals to j equals to I plus 1. So the value of I is 0, so the first value of j it will be 1. And then I check this, if small is greater than array j. Now j is 1, so it means that I am referring to this particular value, which is 2. So I compare if small is greater than this 2. Small is 6, so since 6 is greater than 2, so I am going to go inside the if, and over here I am going to execute these 2 statements, which is small is equals to array j. Means this value of small, now it becomes array j, which is 2, so this will be 2. And then POS is equals to j, so the value of j is 1, so I will put the value of 1 in the column of POS. After that, again I will go to the j loop, next iteration of the j loop, which is and the value of j becomes 2. And then again I will check for this, if small is greater than array j. Now array j is this array 2, right? So small is 2, this value is 1, so again 2 is greater than 1. So again I will go inside this if condition, and over here I will assign new value to small, which is array j, means array 2. So the small will get its value as 1, and POS will get the index value as 2. Again I will go back to the j loop, and the j loop, the new value of j, it is 3. Then it means that I am over here. Now again I will compare the value of small with array j, means array 3, so which is 7. So since this time this condition is false, so I am not going to go inside this, and I will go to the next iteration of j loop, which is 4. Now it means that I am over here. Again I will pick this 5, and I will compare this 5 with this small element. Since small, this condition is false, small is 1, array j is 5, so condition is false, so I am not going to go inside this if condition, and I am going to go to the next iteration of the j loop, and the j loop value it becomes 5. Now when j is 5, then you can see that this condition becomes false, because this condition it becomes false. Over here it should be j less than n. Okay, j less than n. So now this condition becomes false. So since the condition is false, j less than n condition is false, so we are not going to come inside this j loop, and we are going to execute this. Now over here array POS is 2, array I is 0. So it means that I am talking about this particular position. Array POS is 2, so I am talking about this particular position. Array POS is equals to array I, means this array 0. So it means that I put 6 over here, and then array I is equals to small. Array I means this one, so it is equals to small is 1, so I put 1 over here, and all the remaining values it remains same. So you can see after the first iteration I got this value, means I got this as sorted and this as unsorted, right? And then I will again move to the next value of I, which is 1, and again I will get the value of small equals to array I, which is this 2, which is this 2. So and then POS is equals to I, which is 1. Then this j loop will start from I plus 1, means it will start from 2 till n, and then again I will check if small is greater than array j. Now small is 2, array j is array 2, means I am talking about this particular value, right? So I will compare, I am talking about this particular value. This is position 2, 3, 4, 1, 0, right? So I am talking about this particular array j is this 6. So I am going to compare this particular condition. If this condition is true, then I am going to put the new value of small, otherwise I am not going to do anything. So over here in this case small is 2, 6 is greater than small, so this condition is false, so we are not going to perform anything, and we are going to go to the next value of j, which is 3, and so on. So you can see that if we follow this pattern, then we are able to get the proper sorted array, and we are also able to get whether this particular program is going to work or not. So the only change that we have found over here is that over here the condition, this condition, it should be j less than n. So with this I end this video. If you have any doubt, you can put it in the chat box, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.